Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here to talk about these injury updates Kyle Shanahan gave just about 20 minutes ago, not too long ago. There's a lot to unpack here, a lot of news, a lot of bad news, really. And it's just been a crazy season, and it gets crazier today. We all know that Brandon Ayuk tore his ACL and MCL. Kyle Shanahan confirmed this today. But on top of that, the big news that's kind of everybody's talking about right now, a massive update is that Deebo Samuel has pneumonia. Yes, he has fluid in the lungs. He had trouble breathing. And I guess last night it got worse. So they had to hospitalize Deebo Samuel because of the fluid in his lungs and the pneumonia. Kyle Shanahan said he's not sure when he'll be back. He doesn't know if he's going to play this week. There's no timetable for his return. Obviously, pneumonia is a very serious condition. It affects your breathing. If you can't breathe, there's just forget about football. So Deebo Samuel in the hospital dealing with pneumonia. This is a tough blow to the Niners. And, not only that, they have Brandon Ayuk, who's now out for the season. Juwan Jennings, who has a hip injury. They're not sure if he's going to be back to play this week because of, again, the hip injury. So you're down Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Juwan Jennings. Now you're going to have to really rely on, Jacob Cowing and Ricky Pearsall and Ronnie Bell. This man is going to get another chance, but it's crazy. So they said that the issue happened early Sunday morning. So, Deebo Samuel had the issue in the morning. Obviously he couldn't play yesterday. He tried to, and he was having trouble breathing and everything. He said it got worse. He went to the hospital last night, and he did have trouble breathing during the game. That's why he left in the second quarter, right? Deebo was trying to play, and he just couldn't breathe, man, and he couldn't give it a go. So they took him out of the game, and officially now he's in the hospital. So it's tough, man. A lot of injuries are dealing, or the Niners are dealing with a lot of injuries, and you've seen the posts, right? Brandon Ayuk, the kickers, Greenlaw, Hufunga, Javon Hargrave, all these guys on the Niners are hurt and injured, and it's tough. It's very tough, and we have to make sure that we, as a fan base, support these guys. I know we're upset that we're losing, but it's bigger than football, man. It's very, very bigger, um, um, bigger than football. So I don't know, man. I'm frustrated just like you, but I'm also scared about this team and worried and nervous and hope that they can get better. Because the guy, again, Deebo Samuel having pneumonia is that's tough, man. Prayers up to him and everybody else on this team. So a couple other injury updates I want to kind of get over to you guys. So George Kittle, he has a foot sprain, right? Of course he has a foot sprain, and he's day to day. And Chris Conley has an ankle sprain, and he's day to day. So you're dealing with Deebo injury, the Brandon Ayuk injury, the Juwan Jennings injury, and now Chris Conley, who could have been able to step up, he's got an ankle sprain. And then George Kittle, his foot is sprained, who's probably going to be your best receiving target with all those other injuries, and now he's dealing with the foot sprain. So kind of tough, man. An update on on Christian McCaffrey. Kyle Shanahan said he's progressing well with no setbacks, and he has a good chance to return Week 10 after the bye against Tampa Bay. He's not going to play this week, but he is progressing very well, according to Kyle Shanahan. Dre Greenlaw is recovering well, could be back a few weeks after the bye week. This is according to Kyle Shanahan. So again, we did mention that they're not sure if Juwan Jennings or Deebo will play this week. So just a lot of injuries. And if you look at this team right now, it's been a brutal start. You got Christian McCaffrey, he's hurt, with the Achilles. Brandon Ayuk, Juwan Jennings, John Feliciano, Dre Greenlaw, Matthew Wright, Talanoa Hufanga, Jake Moody, Javon Hargrave, Yetur Gross-Matos. Those are just some of the names that we've seen. So it's unfortunate, very unfortunate state of events for the 49ers right now. And I don't know. They got some big games they have to win, but it's going to be hard. So, oh, man. Deebo, he just tweeted about Brandon Ayuk right now. He says, "No, I'm going to lay it on the line for you, brother. This one hurt for real." So, Deebo is he's tweeting out right now, although, Brandon Ayuk is hurt, but that's his boy. That's his boy, and he's going to try to play it all on the line, he said, for him. Hopefully, Deebo Samuel can get back up to speed shortly. But again, he's got the pneumonia, and who knows when he'll be back. That's tough, man. That's a rough injury slate that the Niners are dealing with. Again, there's just so many tough injuries, and it's just a weird season, man. It's a weird season. Frustrating, really, if you think about it. This team has just been going through so much, and they're trying their best to really win games. And I know we're upset about the loss, but I'm more concerned about these players and their well being, and I just hope they can all get you know healthy. Because this team, we always say it, if healthy, it's a dangerous team, but we never see them fully healthy. So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Deebo Samuel, he's got fluid in the lungs. It's a very scary situation. Again, I just hope that he can come back and play, and forget everything right now, record wise and everything. I just hope Debo can get better and healthy. And this team has been dealing with so much over the last couple of weeks. The season's been rough. Again, we mentioned all the injuries they have this year, and it has not been easy. It has not been easy at all. As a Niner fan, I'm sure everybody's frustrated. So Lucky says we need a tank. I don't think we need a tank. You still got to play the games, man. But they might not need a tank if you really think about it. This team has been banged up, so they may not really need a tank if you really think about it. So Godzilla says Debo is the heart of this team and our most dangerous weapon. Huge loss. He's a huge loss, regardless if you like this team or not, or if you like the Niners or not, or if you like Debo or Brandon Ayuk, whatever you feel about these guys through the season. I know they haven't lived up to what we expected, but Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel definitely is like the heart and soul of this team. They they rally behind this guy, and he's a big part of this offense. When Christian McCaffrey's there, he was a big player that helped open up the play. He opened up the red zone play, right? But now, before they had Christian McCaffrey, Debo was the guy that really infused the offense. He was the guy that infused the offense, right? It was the offense built around Deebo Samuel. And then boom, here comes Christian McCaffrey. Deebo was hurt a little bit. So you had Christian McCaffrey kind of change the element of this offense. But when Christian McCaffrey's not there, Debo's supposed to be the way this offense is kind of built around. You feel like Kyle knows this team can still go to war with these teams and beat teams without Christian McCaffrey because he has Debo and he could do so much. He gets very creative with them. But then when Debo's not there, you don't have CMC. So then Kyle is like, oh my God, what are we going to do? And now we're going to have no Debo, no Brandon Ayuk, no Juwan Jennings, no Christian McCaffrey. Huge loss, tough loss. Again, prayers up to Deebo Samuel, man. I hope nothing but the best um, for him and his recovery. Like I said, I just hope that he can come back better than ever. So, man, no matter what happened this offseason, you got to really respect these players, man, and they give it their all. I know a lot of people are sour on this team and these players. Adrian says, no matter how crazy the offseason was, we would never have thought the season would be this well. You're right, man. Nobody thought the season would be wild like this. It's tough. I didn't think. I mean, I knew there was going to be some setbacks here and there. Every team has their setbacks, but just nothing like this, man. Nothing like this. Oh, we're gonna post this. Deebo Samuel. Oh, unbelievable, man. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, real quick, again, tough loss. Hopefully Debo can get better. We need him. The Niners need him. We all know how important he is to this team. But yeah, again, pneumonia. That's nothing. That's nothing to like joke about. A lot of people did give a lot of crap to Debo yesterday for missing that game and saying he's soft. I think a lot of people owe Debo an apology. But again, real quick, prayers up to Brandon Ayuk. Regardless of what you thought about him this season, he does not deserve the hatred that he got, man. Since the injury, people say, "Oh, he wasn't even playing." This, that, trade his ass, and good, whatever he needed OTAs. Like, regardless of what you think, the way he injured his leg, his knee yesterday, the way the knee kind of bent in, that was ugly. That was brutal, man. ACL, MCL, his career might never be the same. Deebo Samuel in the hospital because of pneumonia. A lot of people trashed him yesterday. It's unfortunate, man. Hopefully this team can get healthy. Ricky Persall right now is the most healthy wide receiver on this team, and he got shot 51 days ago. What a season, man. You guys take care. Hopefully we get some better news, and hopefully we can beat the Cowboys. You guys take care. Prayers up to all these players that they're hurt, but I know this team is going to fight for them. Love y'all. Go Niners.